Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you are all having a great day today. If you are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Rachel, and in today's video, I'm going to do a demonstration of acrylic pouring using house paint. So when I first stumbled upon my very first YouTube video of acrylic pouring, I watched a lot of videos. Like, it totally sucked me in. I honestly, I don't even know how many I watched, but that's like how I started watching YouTube videos. So I immediately had to try this method out. I love painting. It like totally spoke to me. Like, I needed to do it right then and there. So in the room I'm in now, it is now my art studio, but it's also like the catch-all room. Like, if we don't know what to do with something, this is the room it winds up in because we don't have a basement. So I immediately ran upstairs. I had some extra canvases. I had sample house paint laying around because whenever I paint a room, I buy a couple of different colors that I think I might like so that I don't wind up painting the whole room, hating it, and having to redo it. So my mother, my sister, my grandma, they all give me their spare paints as well because they know that I will use them for this instead of them just hanging on to them. So I have no idea where these came from. They're not colors I would typically buy, so they probably came from one of Graham or my mom. They're all by Valspar, which is actually the paint I love using in my house. This one is Expressive Plum. It's like a deep purple. This one is Simply Coral, which is a coral color. And then this one is like a mauve. The label's scratched off, so I don't know what the actual color was. And as I mentioned in a prior video of like getting started with this, my Lowe's and Home Depot, they actually have by the paint section, it's like an oops paint section. And I don't know if they like mixed the paint wrong or someone returns it, which I didn't think was a thing. But that's where I got this. So these are usually $2.50 to $3 a piece, if I remember correctly. This one was marked down to 50 cents. So I always pick these up if it's a color that I know that I could use. This is just a really, really pretty pink, so I knew I'd be able to use it with something. So yeah, I'm going to, the mixing method I'm going to use, I think I'm just going to use Floetrol with these. Typically, house paints are a little bit thicker, so they require a little bit more pouring medium and water. I still try to do, like, I always start with however much paint I use, I try to use the same amount of pouring medium, but it all depends. Like, I really kind of play it by ear because these are definitely, like, when I open this, it's going to be pretty thick. I am also going to repurpose the canvas. I try to do this. This is a 20 by 20 stretched canvas. I can't remember what this style is called. It's going to make me absolutely crazy. If I remember by the time I post this, I'll put it down below. It's something with the edge. I don't remember, but I don't love the way that this turned out. This is a 20 by 20, so I'm going to repurpose it. I try to do that, and honestly, a lot of the times I do that, I wind up loving the painting that I put on top of it. So again, I try to repurpose as much as I can. I'm not going to gesso this because there's cells in this, but I don't think I use silicone because there's house paint in this, which usually has a pretty cool reaction to begin with. So that's what I'm going to do. My white that I'm going to use, where is it? I'm going to use, as I mentioned in my last couple videos, I always have a big batch of white mixed up because I use white in every single pour that I do. This is already mixed with Floetrol in it. There's actually not that much left in here, so I'm going to have to make another batch. But I always use this as the base. Now, I haven't done a 20 by 20 in a like a flip cup dirty pour in a while. So typically an 11 by 14, I need one of these cups filled with paint. So I'm thinking for this size, I'm going to need two of these. I think two should be, I think that would work. And then I can always put white around the edge. We'll figure it out as we go along. But anyways, what I'm going to do, I will go ahead and get these mixed up and then we will begin. Okay guys, so I have my colors mixed up. I I'm really winging this because I honestly don't know how much it's going to take to fill this canvas. So I filled most of them, like the orange or the coral is almost to the top, and then the mauve and then the purple are about up to here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to layer them into the cups with the white base. I think I'm going to do mauve, coral, and then purple, and try to do that 3 times. And, oh, silicone. Where did I put it? See, this is why you have everything by you. Oh, here it is. Before you start, so that you're not looking for things and then forgetting them. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and we'll just do like a little squirt. About 7 drops or a little squirt, whatever floats your boat. All right, give that a little shake. And these paints actually didn't require as much water as I remember. But the Floetrol also is made for these specifically. Floetrol is for when you're painting your walls. It helps with crazing and line marks. So I guess it kind of makes sense that it does what it's supposed to. So I'm going to go ahead and layer. I did not add any silicone to the white base. So I'm just going to layer these same order in both cups. I might have enough for a 3rd cup. And if I do, I will make one just in case I need a little bit extra. Okay, so I have 2 cups filled. I have enough to do a 3rd, so I'm going to do that. I'm not sure if I'll definitely need to use it or not, but I'm feeling like really out of practice with this. I haven't done one of these in a while, so I'd rather have enough mixed up ahead of time so that as I flip it and they are pouring out, I don't have to do more on the spot. So I'll just do one more. Okay guys, so now again, less of me, more of the painting. I have all 3 of my cups mixed up. Now this is where it gets a little squirrely. Whenever you have a larger canvas and or more than 1 cup of paint, it becomes a little interesting as far as how you get the paint or the cup flipped onto the canvas. So for the first one, and this canvas is still small enough where I can do this, I pick up the canvas and then put the cup down that way. I'm going to leave that there. Now this is where it gets interesting. So I have to take this cup and flip it over in this section. So you got to do it really quick, otherwise there's going to be paint everywhere. So 1, 2, 3. All right, pretty good. I don't have a ton of spillage. So I don't know what to do. I think what I'm going to do is let these come down. I don't know. Okay, I'm going to let the paint come down for a moment, and then I will pull the cups up and see how much of the canvas is covered. And then that 3rd cup I'll use to fill in the spaces, I guess. I don't know why this is so foreign to me. I haven't been doing like flip cups, I guess. I don't know. I feel like totally out of practice. All right, time for gloves because this is where it gets really messy, but it's the best part. I am already full of paint because I actually did a recording before this. Eric's not home, baby's in daycare, so I'm trying to get as much done as I can today. All right, so I will flip this one first. I'm gonna push to the center and then pull back like I usually do. Actually, no, I'm gonna go this way and then pull this way. And put that there. And then the same over here. All right, we'll let those go and move a little bit. The paint always gets the heaviest in the middle of the canvas because there's no support, so they will wind up meeting. I definitely think I'm going to need that other cup. So what I'm going to do with that other cup is I'm literally just going to pour the paint out of the cup onto the canvas to the surrounding areas. I hope this turns out okay. I haven't used house paint in a while. All right, so let's do, we'll go over here, we'll pour over here, pour over here. You want to make sure when you're pouring like this that you don't wind up like leaving spaces like this, because it might be hard to connect all of this together and then you have a bald spot and it's a little bit more difficult. So what I'm going to do while this is moving around a little bit, I want to torch it. And this will help with not only air bubbles, but also if there are cells that are going to form, this will kind of speed that process along. Obviously, be careful. You've put additives, it is paint, they're chemicals. You know, you don't want to start stuff on fire. So, all right, there's that. Okay. Now, I think I'm going to take it here first and then move around this way. I'm just going to leave it. This canvas feels very heavy. I also, when I'm done, go around and help, like just run my finger along the bottom of the canvas. I want to help along the extra paint that runs off, just kind of come down a little bit faster. I am going to torch this again really quick. This is a very muted painting. The colors are not very vibrant by any means, but it's actually kind of pretty. Okay, so this is what it looks like from above. Oh, paint just fell all over my foot. So I actually really like the way that this turned out. It's really pretty. It's super muted, not super bright colors, but I actually really like the way that it looks. I love this little band of white right there. I don't know why. I love when the white pops through just enough. Love the purple through the middle. A lot of pink came through, a decent amount of coral. And that's the thing. I mean, I had quite a bit of purple in there, and it just depends on how it comes out. So I will show an updated picture or video of this tomorrow once it dries. Again, the cells will continue to kind of move along, and we'll see you tomorrow. Okay guys, so it's the next day. It's almost dry. Love the way that this turned out. It's amazing what simple house paint can do. Love the muted colors of this. It's very different than what I normally do. As you can see behind me, I'm usually pretty bright and obnoxious with my colors. But I really love the organic flow of this. It reminds me kind of like a piece of granite almost. Something you'd find in nature, maybe not so much the colors, but when you physically pour paint out of a cup, you will have more of a linear structure go through the painting, which I really like in this one because I feel like it separates the two sides. I'm super happy with this. If you guys have house paint laying around, please go experiment with it. It's a great way to make a piece for your house using the colors that you already have incorporated into whatever room you're working with. So I will link everything down below in the description box. If you guys like this channel, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps support my channel. Anything you want to see in future videos, also leave down below. I'd love to keep creating for you. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. I will have a lot more painting videos, but also a whole bunch of crazy with my life going on right now, so we'll keep you updated with that also. And then please hit the notification bell so that you can always be updated
are notified when I have new uploads coming out. Again, I hope you guys really enjoyed this. I certainly did. And until next time, have a good day.